Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin.
We're having all kinds of fun here tonight.
He's got me a little bit frazzled. So if you're coming in or if you're watching this later, remember that none of our videos are edited at all. So,
hi, Jackie.
Do you want me to get on here?
Nope, I got it right here.
You got it? Okay. And then I will try to get on the computer.
Hello from Pittsburgh.
Bill
County.
Bill has been doing nothing but making me laugh tonight.
Ireland.
And
Billy.
Right as we're going live, he has to pull that on me. So that's why I was laughing at the beginning. Oh, catch my breath. It was kind of a belly laugh for the last 10 minutes. Let's see if I can get this pulled up. All right. I do. I have it pulled up. Hi, Lori Brockman. Hi, Jean Shute. Hi, Julie. Did you see the spooky house I put on there, Julie? On your wall? Hi, Cindy. Hi, Karen. Hi, Gracie. All right. So I'm going to move the camera down a little bit. So I'm sorry if I'm wiggling a bunch. So welcome, welcome. Hi, Jean Shute. Hi, Jean Orwig, sorry. Hi, Beth Ann. Hi, Mary Jo. Wow, full house tonight of all the regulars. There's Jackie and Kristen and France and Nicola.
And
hi, Madison. Hey, I need to talk to you too, by the way. Okay, so let's get going. If you aren't already signed up for my newsletter, please do so. I just sent one out this morning, and so I'm a little slap happy because I was up from 1 a.m. until, 6 o'clock this morning. Be sure to like and follow us if you're new and just seeing us for the first time, and we'll come back to this. Let's start with our drawing. So last week I did a one-sheet wonder with a 6x6. So I'm going to split this up into two, and so we get one Blackberry Bliss and one white one. So let's do our drawing. And I want to say, from my YouTube followers, thank you so much for sharing. I did put names in here, so you will have to message me to let me know if your name is drawn, because there's a lot of new ones. And also to my Facebook followers, there were, I think, 50-some on Facebook, and then there was 30-some on. This is the largest share I've ever had off of this. So,
I have to reach in there and dig around.
Okay. What are you going to go
One.
Are you going to the bottom?
Two. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
What do you got?
Joyce Lawler.
Joyce Lawler. Okay. So I don't know you, Joyce. You will have to message me. You can do it right here on Facebook if you're following me on Facebook. And send me your mailing address so that I can... She must be a new watcher.
She must be. And Cindy Howard.
I know, Cindy. So, Cindy, yay! So I will get these out into the mail. They got these, if you're new following me, from sharing my video. They share my video to their social media, and then their name goes into a drawing, and I do that every week. So the card that I'm making tonight will be for next week's drawing. Yes. Okay, so I want to show you, first of all, did you guys see that there's new celebration items, more than just this catalog? I sent an email out today for those of you who subscribe to my email. Look at this. They added, I love this punch. I use it very often, to be quite honest. They have two punches. One was the Songbird Builder punch, and then the Essential Tag punch. They've got this really fun ribbon. It's that white. It's kind of fluffy. It's flat, so I use it flat because it's kind of thick for doing bows and stuff on cards, but it does add a nice textural element. They've got two card kits on here, which I think that's always fun. I've never had the Kindness card kit, but I did have the Let's Party Treat package. So cute, especially for little ones if you have them. Two embossing folders, one set of decorative masks, a 12-pack or a 12 pack, a 12 by 12 pack of designer series paper, which I totally had to get. This has got a lot of brights in it, and I've got some really cool ideas. And Bill, you're going to be doing a parfait for me at some point because I got an idea with it.
Okay.
And then this is all the $50. And then for the $100 pack, I about fell over. They are offering the Eden's Garden bundle. So of course I had to pick that up because that makes such a great gift for somebody. It's the stamp set and the dies. Woo! Love it. So we'll come back to that. Let's talk about what we're going to do tonight. I've had this set. This was my first purchase, and I've never used it, so I made a card finally. This is the Seaside Bay, and
the one with the pearl.
It is the one with the pearl.
Woohoo!
Let me show you. It comes with some dies right here, and we'll be using one of the dies because this card, even though I'm going to use it as a giveaway, it is totally inspired by the Piccadilly pearls, which is my team. And so we'll be cutting out the one to cut out this because of this little pearl here. So I'm not sure, and it has these really neat iridescent pearls. I'll be showing you all this. And this paper. Oh my gosh, we'll be using all of that. So that's in our mini catalog. So let's get going. Let me start by showing you that paper. It is a 6x6 pack, and it's called By the Bay. And as you can see, I've really kind of rooted through it here. But look at this paper.
And it's shiny.
It is shiny. It has, on one side, it's...
Very shiny.
Yes.
I'm seeing it in the camera.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yes, it has so many fun things that you can do, and one side is just all of this shimmer and foil paper, and I can't remember what they called this. This one's foil, and then on the other side, it's all of these patterns and seascape type things. Do you know what these birds are called that run around the beach? I know somebody. Well, they're not seagulls, but yes. I mean, there's just so many fun papers, and I've seen everything from birthday cards and friendship cards made out of this to
In Australia.
sympathy cards. I've seen a lot of sympathy cards come out of this too. So very fun paper. All right, I'm going to put that away, but I wanted you to see that. There's a lot of pieces, and there'll be
Sandpipers.
Sandpipers. That I could not think of it.
Somebody told me.
Oh, well, you could have let me. Mary Jo did. Here's these pearls that we'll be using, and I love that they look like freshwater pearls instead of that perfectly round like our other pearls, but they're very iridescent. Okay, let me pull out this paper. Need the cardstock here. So tonight we're going to use a whole sheet of cardstock, and I've got myself a bunch of notes. But as I was saying before, there's so many pieces on this card that I will definitely be posting this to my blog so that you can have the exact measurements that I use. So we're going to start off very simply by taking the piece of cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11, and we're just going to cut it at 5.5. You go ahead, Bill.
5.5.
He's trying to get a cough drop down very silently. Trying to, that's right. Then we're going to take it, and I'm going to take the cutting side down because we're just going to score. And we're going to score this at 4 1/4. So measure twice and score. And measure once more. Okay, so I've got that. Let's fold that in half. And I'm just going to use, we're going to pull that trimmer back up. We're not done, but I like a good strong crease here. Okay. So then pulling this trimmer back up, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. You got that? 3 inches.
3 inches.
Yes. So that's my score tool. I'm going to cut it 3. Now this I'm going to save for another project. And then I'm going to take it again and cut it at 8 inches. So I'm going to pull my there we go. And then we'll just, I'm going to say this little one can go in the trash. We're going to score this now at 4. So for those of you who like fun folds, you're going to enjoy this. So we're going to set that aside. And then I'm going to bring this piece back in. And I want to do a diagonal cut. So that's where the trimmer comes in handy. I want to cut from this corner to this corner in this direction, not the opposite, in this direction. So I'm going to place my end here, and I'm going to place the other end here. And let me know if I'm in the camera.
You are. Slide it up a little bit if you can.
Slide it up. Okay. Like that? Does that
Yep.
do any better? Okay.
So basically you're laying the crease on the line.
I am. Yep.
And the point on the line.
Exactly. And then trim that off. Okay, so we're going to save this for another project. Okay, so now I've got, out of that
we got going.
base, I've got that. All those projects, that's right, Bill. Okay, so let's put this aside for a moment, and let's work on a couple of other things. So I want to start with doing a little bit of stamping. There's less stamping. Now these are scrap pieces that I have here. There's less stamping in this card. It's mostly about the fold and layers and matting. So I have, of course, that die that I was talking about, and I have this image. And I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper. Because I inked this right before we were going live because my inks are all kind of going dry at once. And I don't want to be over inky, so hopefully I'm not too bad. Oh, not too bad at all. I could probably hold that so that it's correct. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this image up. Now these are red rubber, so you don't need to stamp on that. I was working on something earlier. So boy, that came out really dark, and I liked it kind of like that. So there's always two sides of the paper. So it may be that I over-inked it. That's better. Okay, and then on this is a piece of scrap, and I want to try it. On here. Okay, I'm going to hand these to you. All right, so, and what the color I'm using is Night of Navy in the cardstock and the ink. So the first thing I want to do is let's pull in my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And
Are you using the boho blue? No.
I do have the boho blue, but I'll show them that later. How about that? Okay, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put that on this side.
You got your little slip grip on there?
I do. I put it down. I put my my
silicone sheet?
Yep, down. And then I'm going to place my cutting plate, and I am going to move that out of the way. Take my, what is this, a clamshell? We don't live in a coastal, we're landlocked here, and a beach would not be my first choice. I'm a mountain girl if I'm going to vacation, so I don't know all the seaside stuff. So I don't know. What makes a pearl? What's the difference? I don't know. You don't know either.
I don't either.
You were born on the coast.
Not on the ocean. I was born next to Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. No wonder you're a big Eagles fan. So, Super Bowl. Who is it? Eagles, or is it going to be the Chiefs? Well, it's going to be the Chiefs. You can say Eagles all you want, but I'm saying it's going to be the Chiefs. I just lost my friendship with Beth Ann now.
Oysters make pearls.
Oysters. Okay. Well then, oyster. That's what that is. Okay, so we've got that one. And I'll move my silicone sheet back. And that's going to go in there. And then for this one, what I want to do is use my scrap. And I just want to go down into my double oval punch. So this sentiment says, you are a pearl, rare and precious. Just like my pearls. My Piccadilly pearls. Okay. And then I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana for the scrap for the other one. So this is our sentiment on here. You get that, right?
I do.
I wish you could hear him before we go live. I think he is on super, what are you on before we go live? You're like on a high. This man is always so happy. Okay. So now we got our sentiment and we got our oyster. And I'll set those there, right? I won't lose them, right? Do you think? Okay. So now I want to bring in my piece. And I would say it is probably a good idea to... There's a lot of layers in this project. I have a piece of basic white that is 2 5/8 and 3 5/8. And I am going to pair that, and I've got 2 of the Coastal Cabana 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. You're going to need 2 of them. And I'm going to use one to hook this white piece to. And I'm going to...
Using what to hook the white?
I'm going to use my green glue, but I'm just using... I'm going to attach with the Tombow liquid glue, so I get just that little bitty border to the Coastal Cabana. Right.
Okay.
So this is one of those cards that I like to call my love note. And I call them that because you just have a little space to write. And this is actually the writing space. That's all you're going to get. So write small if you have a big message, or use a different card. So this is going to go on the inside of the writing area. Which is going to be on this 3 by 8 piece of Night of Navy. Like so.
Look at that color pop.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I chose it. A lot of times if you have trouble with color, what I really like is they put on the packages what colors go, and in the catalogs what colors go with the DSP that you're using. Okay, so on the same turn, I'm going to use another one of the Coastal Cabana with a 2 5/8 by 3 5/8, and I picked...
Look how shiny that is.
Isn't that pretty? I love that they add a little bit of shimmer to that. So we're going to do this to the front of our love note. And all of this paper that I'm going to be using can be found in... All the DSP can be found in that paper pack, because for the inside of the other, I'm going to use kind of a whitewashed board that kind of comes with it. That's kind of, this is so neat. Okay, so we'll do that next. So this is, well, actually, let's do that next after we finish the project that we're on. So let's attach this to the outside. And I think this is called like a diagonal joy luck card or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. I will look it up. Diagonal joy card Fold, I think, is the name of the fold. So I did not develop it. It's been very popular. It's kind of risen back into fame again, so I'm out to promote it. So we'll set that aside. Okay, my Coastal Cabana piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and then my DSP piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I just chose kind of a neutral. I hate to get rid of the shiny side because this side has the gold foil on it. But at the same time, I just wanted something kind of neutrally because this is going to sit in the background. And the whiteboard I thought was really nice. Now you can have it, if this is directional paper. I chose to go with the landscape, but you could do the portrait if you wanted to. It's all up to you. So when you're, just be aware of it when you're cutting it, because you get a 6 by 6 piece, and this takes up most of that piece. So then that's going to go on the inside base here. Are there any questions so far?
I just want to verify, you called it a diagonal joy fold card?
Yeah, I think it's a diagonal joy fold, or fun fold, or joy luck fold. Like I said, I will definitely look it up, but I think it's called a diagonal joy fold. Okay, so I got that in there. Now I want to really make sure, because I got so many layers here. So the way we cut this piece, let me move that. The way we cut this piece was I lined it up from corner to corner, okay, on the card. Well, we know that the card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So to make these two pieces, instead of taking all the time, I want to explain. It is, this was a 4 by 5 1/2, just like this one. It's cut corner to corner, pretty easy. And then this DSP, see, this one has, so this is a different style of DSP, the waves in it. This one was the same thing, only it is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So when you put them together, they're going to be just that little 1/16 of an inch difference. Just like what I've been doing on all of these others. It's not like an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch difference. It's just like, yeah, just a little bit. So this is a pretty thick card. You wouldn't have to do all these layers. I just did. I wanted that Coastal Cabana thread in there. Oops, I picked that up and put my finger through it. Mistakes are made. Okay, so then that goes here. And just take a minute, that glue. So it's such a fine little bit of color, but I like it that way. And then run this one here. Let's try not to stick this one through. So you can see this thing really building up. And it's just so pretty with those 3 different coordinating DSPs. My biggest thing is I used to go to hobby stores, and I would get home, and then what I thought the ink color and the paper, they didn't match. So this has always been really exciting to me to find Stampin' Up, because when I found it, it was a whole different ball game. I started making cards that I felt looked a heck of a lot more professional, because, not that I'm trying to be a professional, but I'm just saying, because of the coordination. So as you can see, I have this and this. So this card will go like this. So isn't that cute?
Oh, sweet.
You like that? Yeah. So when you open it, you're going to see this DSP in that little thin mat, just like everything is just kind of going to coordinate and match. So now, to glue this on, as you can see, this is bigger than this, the way it's sitting. So you really want to look at where you want that to sit. And I suggest having it in position like this, where this corner is meeting this edge, and then lining up where you think that should live. And I think that this looks like a pretty decent home for this. Keeping it together, open it up like this. I want you to notice I've got my thumb on the inside here so that I can go in. This glue is pretty sticky, and that's why I'm using it. And I'm using kind of a lot because I want to get in there without getting gunk all over me.
People are definitely going to case this.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. I was just getting ready to ask, is this something?
They're already saying, I'm going to do it.
It's so easy. It's just time consuming because there's so many layers. But when you've got something really special that you want to go through to someone, this is kind of a fun card because it just... Now, once you get that glued, give that just a second. So while we're doing that, I'm going to pull out a couple of other things. There is a ribbon that does go with this set. However, because I'm kind of doing a theme of navy, we do have a new Night of Navy bordered ribbon, and it's very similar. It's different. It's a little more, it's less slick, I think, than our what is this ribbon called? Open weave ribbon that we had with the in colors last year. It's a little heavier too. So while that's kind of drying, I'm just going to make a bow out of this, and I think it matches very nicely with this. So when I have this ribbon, I keep getting asked this. There's two things I keep getting asked. I do, and I put my thumb and finger, I turn it a little, I come around, I stick my finger up underneath, grab it down here, and push it through. Remember, like the little bunny ears? You're going to pull it through, and then pull it together. It never comes out looking like a bow on the first thing. You have to mess with it. So that is the only tip that I have for you on that. Oh, one more. I had another one that someone was asking is, what do I keep reaching for? I have a votive cup. This is where I keep my bone folder, my paper snips, my take your pick tool, and this keeps the glue going down in my Tombow liquid glue. So that's what I keep reaching for over here. Okay, so with this, we'll go. It's funny, some of the comments that I think people are always looking for another way to do something, and I've been with that forever now. Actually, my mom gave me this votive cup holder, and I don't burn candles anymore. It causes problems with me. So, yeah, I think it works great. All right, so now if you want to play around with your bow, and I do just a little bit, I want those down, and I think I want that a little shorter. I talk too much, bottom line. Okay, this should be dry, and I can flip, write my little note. It's a wonderful card. So on this one, I wanted to keep it very simple because this paper is really pretty, and I wanted this to have a real beachy look. So for those of you who are sharing, thank you up front. I'm going to use a dimensional here. And I don't think this is going to have too much sag. So I'll just use You know, I get 99% of these in here, and I don't have them on the carpet. And the other day, after someone had said they use the little thing, remember last week someone said they use it? Okay, so I want to look at this really quick here. I think I'm going to go just a little bit down on here. Then I found one in the hallway, and I was like, oh. So using a mini glue dot, I'm just going to stick that on there, and then I'm going to stick this right down here. So this is going to be probably 15 cents extra postage to mail. Totally worth it. And then I'm going to flip this up, and I'm going to use my Tombow glue. Yep. And I'm going to put this on the inside. Okay, wait, we're not done. Let's grab a clear Winkostella, because I got to make the pearl stand out. Now, remember when you use this, it will move your Night of Navy around. So I'm going to dab at it, and I will try to not get that to go into the white of that pearl, because it will change it. Now, you don't want this, you don't want to turn around and shut that cover right away, because you'll have it all over here.
People are like, Piccadilly.
So I'm going to let that go, because we're not done yet. There's these beautiful flat adhesive back pearls. So this new thing that Stampin' Up! Is coming out with, these flat gems, are just killing me. I'm loving it. These things are so sparkly.
Ooh, shiny.
They have that iridescent look to them, and they're like a freshwater pearl, which I absolutely love. So let me make sure. Yep. Okay, now I've got that. So you can do however you want to. I myself am probably going to just take a couple of these and go right here in that dark navy. And I've got mine kind of going in an up and down pattern. You could have it be in, you could put them around, but I like the organization of just a couple off to the side. So let me stop with this, and let's take a minute. So you've got the shine in the paper here, the shine in the paper here. Now this is matte, but that's okay. It's a love note because you've got just that smaller section to write when you just want to send somebody a happy birthday, but you don't have a lot to say. You know, we do so much with Facebook anymore. People keep in touch. So this is a way where you can send a card. It's so pretty. I love this set. I cannot wait for my next cards with this set, but it is called and let me look at the thing. It is a diagonal joy fold card, a diagonal joy fold card. And it really is not hard. Once you got the measurements, it's just side cuts for these two. The rest is all straight cutting. It's more gluing than anything. It's not a very, I mean, even when I do my fun folds, I do not do the fun folds. The people on here who saw Kristen Wenzel's card for that is like a project to me. I don't do that. I do something that anybody who's just joining us has never stamped before could get done. So this card and this card, which I had a pearl fall off, I'm going to have to replace it with another one, are going to be available for next week, next Wednesday's drawing. So
they're sharing like crazy.
Are they really? Okay, good. I appreciate that. So let's see here. What do we have? Is there anything left? Oh, there is. All right. I want to talk to you guys about promotions that are going on. This is just like the mini that I just used, the white one. It's exactly the same, except for it is in a new color that they are offering for a sneak peek at. This is called Boho Blue, that they are offering for an in color this coming year when the new annual catalog comes out. Isn't it cute? You can get this for free when you join up to the Piccadilly Pearls. So we were just talking about the pearls. Let me pull out my little pearls. There are 3 ways to join. You can join with the regular $99 starter kit, and then you get to choose 175. Normally it's 120. They've added an extra $50 on there. That's one way, but you don't get this. You can join another way where you can pick the white one or the blue one. It is $129 to join, $175 of products of your choice, and then you get this on top of it, and you can pick one of either color. So if you like the white one, my office is white and teal and hot pink. Kind of bring you to bay, right? Anyway,
Sorta, yeah.
close. Once you're in Stampin' Up for a while, you talk in colors. Oh, your shirt looks Calypso Coral. Or are you going to wear that Mary Merlot top today, you know? So anyway, so this is kind of a fun thing to have. They've never had a promotion. They will offer a couple of stamp sets, maybe a stamp bundle. They've offered paper before, but they've never offered it where you can get $50 extra product and a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It comes with the plates and everything that I used earlier. So if this is something that you're interested in joining the Pearls team, please send me a message right here on Facebook. You can email me, Pamela at piccadillystampin.com. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Pamela at piccadillystampin.com. Also, and did you have anything about that?
Well, just if they get the blue one.
Okay, and then the next thing that I have is I wanted to tell you guys about Celebration perks. So if you are a Celebration customer already, or if you've never tried it, I'm sorry, not a Celebration, a Paper Pumpkin perk is you can get your Paper Pumpkin in a prepaid subscription, which one saves you a little bit of money. If you buy 12 months at a time, it's like getting $23.50 free. So it's like you're getting 1 month free. But you're also going to get 4 level 1 Celebration items, and they just added new ones, or 2 level 2s, which is pretty awesome. And it comes in 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, or even a 1 month subscription. However, 1 month doesn't give you any Celebration items. So I just wanted to make that aware. There is a little bit of a process to go from being a subscriber to adding your coupon code. So if that's something you're interested in and you need help with, let me know. Please, if you want to order any products from me, please use this host code. This is my current host code right now, but only use it. I've had a couple of questions. Only use it if your order is $150 or less, $149.99 or less. Don't use it if you're over $150 because I want you to have those host points. So I would appreciate that. I do have, well, I'm getting down there, just a couple of
Card kits?
yeah, these are my stamp packs that I make while supplies last using the current host code. By placing an $80 order or more, I will send you a stamp pack on top of your perks rewards. And then also, don't forget to like and follow us. And here are those celebrations. Yes. So they're not really new. They're stuff that's in our catalog.
They added it to it.
But they added it to it, and it's kind of fun. So that is our show for tonight. I hope you guys have a great evening. I will be back on Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.